Hello everybody, welcome to Percussion Axiom TV. My name is Tom Burritt and I'm your host. This is episode 62. Today I wanted to just run a quick episode and talk about something that in my career has been very, very important. And that's simply to think big. So that's today's axiom, thinking big. I love big ideas. I love trying to do something and do some things that have never been done before. I think that's why I'm so interested in sort of what's going on the internet right now. It's a completely new landscape. I think it's so huge what's available now to not just artists, but anyone with an entrepreneurial sort of spirit. I think it's as big as the printing press. But anyway, that's a different show, different time. Big ideas, okay? One thing I've learned in my career is that when you have a big idea, the first thing people say is, "Oh, that's never going to happen," or "Oh, that's good luck with that." But I found that if you are real persistent with it and you just refuse to give up on it, and the fact of the matter is, if the idea is really fantastic, then people will come around you, and people who are interested will find out somehow, totally in unexpected ways, and they'll help you. And we recently experienced that exact thing this week at UT. Originally, I wanted to just bring soul percussion in for a 5-day residency and work with our students on So-Called Laws of Nature, the David Lang piece. That was the original idea. And we have some residency funding at the School of Music. And all you teachers out there at universities, you may have the same thing. That's there. Go access it. You're not going to get it every year, but you'll get it every 4 or 5 years if you're real persistent. But, we had used some of that funds not too long ago, a couple of years ago, and so I wasn't sure I was going to get it this time. But I did it anyway because I really wanted those guys down here. And when I did that, someone across the way over in the Texas Performing Arts Center, which is adjacent to the School of Music here at UT, but its own entity, it presents its own concerts, is concerned about making money. They saw this proposal somehow. I didn't even send it over there. They saw this proposal and saw that Percussion was going to be performing the new Steve Reich Mallet Quartet. And we just got a new director for the Texas Performing Arts, Kathy Panoff, and she worked with Reich on the double sextet piece he recently wrote that won the Pulitzer Prize. And she saw this, arrived at UT last year and said, "Hey, this could be a great thing. This is a new Steve Reich piece. I just worked with him. Really liked this proposal." And she jumped on board and said, "Okay, we'll split the residency cost. Bring Soul Percussion here. We'll put them on their own concert in our venue. We'll do all the publicity. And the last thing she did was bring Steve Reich in." So what started out to me as a big idea just to get them at UT and housed completely in the Butler School of Music turned into this massive scale project where someone came in, someone who had an incredible marketing ability, a better venue, just came right in and took over and said, "Well, let's work together and do this." And it turned out to be this incredible, absolutely amazing experience for me, the students, and even Percussion, as we were listening to Steve Reich talk about for an hour and a half yesterday about how he started and what were some of the things that happened early on that were key. I got to spend an hour and a half with like an idol and a hero of mine. So that all started with just a very basic idea. And, if I would have been lazy and just not pursued that, then none of this other stuff would have happened. So, I think there's so much that we can learn when that sort of thing happens. And when your idea is something that other people value, that other people are excited about, you just never know where it could go. So that's something that, I was very much reminded this week about. And so we have some things coming up. I have this habit of thinking big, I guess. But a lot of you who follow me on Twitter have been seeing my tweets about the Round Top Percussion Festival. This is another thing that we're doing, I think, that's also thinking big. This is a fledgling festival. We don't have a lot of funding, but we're determined that it can be successful, and so we go at it with a huge amount of energy and intensity every year. And in the 3 years we've done it, we've had So Percussion, Third Coast Percussion group, and So Percussion. And this year we're going to have Percussion Group Cincinnati, along with solo artists, the Me and Perkins duo. I play a little bit on each of the concerts. The UT Percussion Studio is featured. The Baylor Percussion Studio is featured. We always bring in a composer. We've brought in Paul Lansky. We've had Dan Welcher there. This year we're bringing Belinda Reynolds for the premiere that I'm working on for marimba. So we've got this grand scale, but one of the big things we're doing this year, and it's something that you could be a part of if you can get here, is in Axiom, a piece by John Luther Adams for 9 to 99 players, and we're determined to get to 99 players. How we're actually going to do that, I have no idea, but we're trying, and we're getting there actually, okay? And so we're hoping to do a piece like that and getting lots of people involved, but also getting press who might be interested in that. That's the other thing about the Steve Reich and Soul Residency thing that blew me away. As soon as the press found out that Steve Reich was going to be here, I mean, they wigged out and did a full article that I sent out, and maybe I'll put a link to that in the show notes. So if nothing else, we'll get as many people there, we'll play for each other, and it'll be a great experience. But the benefits of this could be far-reaching, and not only beneficial for us, but beneficial for our arts when we start getting the Austin American Statesman, maybe a paper from Houston that's covering this event, to start to see what's going on in our space. So you can go to, let's see, where is it? You can go to Percussion Festival. What is that link? Sorry about that, guys. You can go to Percussion Festival, percussionfestivalroundtop.tumblr.com. I'll go ahead and put that in the show notes as well, so you can click on that to hear more about what's happening that weekend. It's April 17th, coming up in about a little over a month from now. We've got a lot of great things planned for that. I hope you guys can come. If you can make it there, we can feed you a little bit and put you up for the night on the grounds. It's where the Round Top Summer Music Festival is held. So there's lots of rooms. It's absolutely beautiful space, beautiful area as well in Texas. So if you can get here, we can take care of that for you, and we're going to organize the whole piece so you'll be able to play the piece with us. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that. It'd be interesting to see where that goes. We're super excited about it, and I wanted to spend a little bit of time today in this grand scheme of thinking big and getting people to help you make things really happen. I figured that was a good opportunity to talk about what we're planning in April. So yeah, that's about it. I'm recuperating around spring break now, but I've got lots of Belinda Reynolds to practice. We'll maybe talk about that in future shows. A lot of great things going on right now, and I'm just super excited about going forward and thinking about what's ahead. So that's it for today's show. Thank you guys so much for watching. The question of the episode is building on this idea of big ideas. Okay, I'd love to hear maybe an instance that you've initiated or something you were a part of that sort of turned out to be much bigger than you ever expected because someone stepped in or something happened. And I'd love to hear, anything about that, you guys. And again, encourage you to follow through, find a way. There's always a way. And if for some reason it doesn't work, you gave it your best shot, right? So thank you so much for watching, you guys, and we'll see you next time.
I came here just in time.
Yeah, I just finished.
Hey, Daddy. Can I have a pop dot, please? Just one? Ha ha.